Good evening, everybody. My name is Damian Barriexza. I'm the supervisor of the Fine Practical Performing Arts and Educational Technology here in the district, and I want to thank you for being here with us this evening for the 5th and 6th grade instrumental concert here at LIS. I know the staff and the students have spent a lot of time putting a lot of hard work into this show, and they're very proud of it, and I'm very proud of it, and they're very proud of it as well, I'm sure.
Welcome to the Lawrence Intermediate School Instrumental Music Concert. We have been working hard to prepare pieces for you. We ask that you turn off or silence your cell phones during our performance, and please stay for the entire program. We're sure you'll enjoy it.
We would like to start the concert with the Star-Spangled Banner featuring our saxophone quartet. Please rise at this time. We will begin our program with the LIS String Ensemble. Here to tell you about our first piece is Ritty Barge.
The Swan, an excerpt from Camille Saint-Saëns' Carnival des Animals, is to this day one of the most famous pieces played by cellists around the world. Its beautiful, graceful, and somewhat melancholy melody is written perfectly for cello solo and orchestra accompaniment. The lush cello solo, which evokes the swan elegantly gliding over the water, is played over rippling notes in the piano and rolled chords in the orchestra, set to represent the swan's feet, hidden from view beneath the water, propelling it along. For this performance, we will feature Andrew Ewan on cello.
Cellos and basses will love getting the spotlight for once. This piece provides an excellent opportunity to feature low strings while giving all students a fun part to play. You might even recognize the theme from a famous movie. We hope you enjoy our performance of Deep Sea Fandango.
Title implies, burst is an explosion of energy that takes place within a short fanfare-style work. It combines bold and powerful lines with moments of delicacy and lyricism. Sit back and enjoy Burst!
is a highly energetic piece that stirs up images of ceremonial dance or ritual. From bold rustic sections to soft and suspend bowling, tremolos, and pizzicatos, this piece has become one of our favorite to perform. We hope you enjoy Dance of Fire.
in Cheltenham, Gloucestershire, England. He wrote the planets between 1914 and 1916, beginning with Mars, but before the outbreak of war in August, continuing with Venus and Jupiter that fall, writing Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune in 1915, and finishing with Mercury in 1916. Earth is not included, and Pluto had not yet been discovered when the works were composed. Based on Jupiter from the Planets by Gustav Holst, The Bringer of Joy has its jovial feet planted firmly on the ground. Hearty tunes steeped in Holst's study of traditional English folk dances shrouding the opening and closing sections. In between rests, a hymn-like theme evoking a more ceremonial type of rejoicing. We hope you enjoy our performance of The Bringer of Joy.
Get out your cowboy boots and hat and get ready for a hoedown. Listen carefully as you can hear the words Fiddle Faddle Hoedown in the main melody, which gets played by every section of the orchestra. This piece is so exciting you'll want to be do-si-doing in the aisles. This is one of my favorite pieces. We hope you enjoy it as much as we do.
All right, let's have another. Well, that's really loud. Let's have another round of applause for our orchestra. You guys did a great job. Thank you.
In Darkest Night creates a feeling of suspense, like the soundtrack of a mystery movie. The minor key adds to the dark quality, and the forceful themes add to the aggressive quality. We've learned that music has the power and ability to convey a sense of drama through music. And we hope you can hear that in our performance. Here is In Darkest Night.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, while we're making a few set changes, I've been asked to say a few words about the insert in your program this evening. For the 7th year, Lawrence Township Public Schools has earned the distinction of being one of the best communities for music education in the entire nation. And the key word in that award is really communities. And that includes certainly our teachers, certainly our students. That also includes you, our parents and community members. There's a lot of research on this little insert about the cognitive and the scholastic benefits of music education. It's all fantastic stuff. And to that, I would also add that the arts are how we learn how to express ourselves and how to tell our stories and how we learn to understand ourselves and each other. And these are all things that we use to build community and our children will use to build community as they get older. So I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. I am immensely proud of and grateful to my staff of K-12 music educators, to our hardworking and talented students, to my administrative colleagues, to the Lawrence Township Board of Education, to the Lawrence Township Educational Foundation, to the various parent-teacher organizations throughout the district, and to you, our parents, our friends, our neighbors, and our community members for your unwavering and your continual support of the arts in Lawrence Township Public Schools. Thank you very much.
Flat Tire Shuffle was inspired by the composer's mischief on a bike ride, hence its name, Flat Tire Shuffle. This swing chart offers students the opportunity to play an improved solo over 8 measures using the B-flat Mixolydian scale, which is written in their music. We will feature several of our band members in the solo section. Here's Flat Tire Shuffle.
Thank you. We did have some soloists in that, and we did not put them in the program because we were very undecided up until last week. So all those solos were improvised, so they made them up themselves. So I give them a lot of credit. It's scary to get up here and do that in front of a whole lot of people. So we had Dhruv on flute, Sean on the trombone, Arnav on trumpet, Ben on the trombone, Paraj on trumpet, Rohan on trumpet, and Hunter on the alto saxophone.
Recorded by the Jackson 5, this was a #1 hit in 1970 and again in 1992, when it was recorded by Mariah Carey. I'll Be There is also notable as the most successful single released by Motown during its Detroit era. In this version for jazz band, we will feature a tenor sax solo, followed by a saxophone trio, and then finally the whole band will join in the melody. We hope you enjoy our version of I'll Be There.
Listen Here is a composition written by saxophonist Eddie Harris. In 1967, his album, The Electrifying Eddie Harris, featured the lead track, Listen Here. It was issued as a single, climbing to number 11 on the R&B chart and number 45 on the Hot 100. Harris released several different versions of his composition over the years, including both studio and live concert recordings. This funky rock chart with a cha-cha flavor features a very hip and simple melody. It's sure to get you tapping your feet. Sit back and enjoy Listen Here.
Holst's first suite in E-flat for military band was composed in 1909. However, it was not premiered until 1920. It was one of the first pieces written exclusively for military bands. Most of the pieces played by bands at that time were transcriptions of orchestral music. The suite contains 3 movements: chaconne, intermezzo, and march. This arrangement is based on the second theme of the march, a very lyrical melody reminiscent of British folk music. We hope you enjoy this arrangement of the march from First Suite in E-flat for military band.
Between 1000 AD and 1250 AD, the ancient city of Ascalon flourished in southern Wisconsin, a northern outpost of the Middle Mississippian culture centered at Cahokia near East St. Louis, Illinois. The people who settled Ascalon built large flat-top pyramidal mounds, a stockade around the village, and lived an agricultural lifestyle. Strangely, other than the discovery of a single burial mound and the remains of a female apparently of the ruling class, no other burial grounds have been discovered near the site. Inhabitants of both Ascalon and Cahokia disappeared mysteriously by around 1300 AD, and it was once speculated by some that the civilization migrated south to become the Aztecs of Mexico. We hope you enjoy this fascinating piece.
Okay, before we play this final piece, I'm going to bring up some students. Come on up. The students who are coming up are our 5th grade beginners, so they just started playing this year, and they're going to join us for our final piece called Overlords. They've been working on this really hard.
Overlords is a dramatic piece that opens with a powerful rhythmic statement that can be heard throughout the piece. The low brass section of the band is featured first. The composer gives them the opportunity to play the melody by themselves at the beginning, and they are later joined by the rest of the band. Thank you for coming to our concert. We hope you enjoy our final piece for the night, Overlords.
Before we end the evening's program, I'd like to introduce Ms. Kim Lehrfeld from the Lawrence Intermediate School Parent-Teacher Organization.
Thank you very much. I'm sure we'll all agree that we have a wonderful music program here at LIS, and none of that would be possible if we didn't have 3 wonderful, wonderful music teachers here that not only do the band show that we saw this evening. Last week and the week before, there was the choral shows and the hand chime performances, and we wouldn't have any of those at this school if it wasn't for 3 great teachers. And on behalf of the school and the PTO at this time, I'd like to thank them for all their hard work and acknowledge them here this evening. So for Mrs. Kirshner, thank you very much. And for Miss Rowell, you're welcome. And Miss Loudon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, and have a nice night.
Thank you very much for coming, and you guys did a fantastic job. Have a great night.